In a moment, anything can happen and chaos can occur, right? My name is Zaheen Nanji, and I teach people how to make resilience their first reflex in challenging times. It was November 10th of this year, and I was getting ready to go to an event. I got in the shower and I started washing my hair, and all of a sudden, this big clump of hair just comes out in my hand. And I go into panic mode and I go, what is going on? Now, you see, 2 weeks prior, I had gone for my first chemotherapy treatment because I was diagnosed with cancer in my breast. And this is what happened. They had told me, they had warned me that in 2 weeks you may start to lose your hair, but nothing prepared me for what was about to happen. I quickly got out of the shower and I called my husband, and my daughter, who's only 11, comes into the bathroom and she says, what's wrong? And I go, look, my hair is falling out. And there was clumps in the bathtub and then in my hand. And they were like, oh, okay. And it was interesting that my 11-year-old says, Mom, remember, breathe. And you can breathe in for 7 seconds, hold it for 4, and breathe out for another 4 or 5 seconds. And that, just when she said that, that really helped. The second thing that happened was my husband comes and he's like, what? And he goes, look. And he goes, you know what? That's okay. We'll figure something out. And remember, hair always grows back. And so what I'm trying to tell you here is that sometimes we get so panicked or in a situation and we can't think right. And the first way of dealing with the panic is to grab onto your support system, because your support system is there to help you, to guide you, to mentor you, and to motivate you. And I really needed it then. And that's what I learned from this situation, is calling onto your support system really helps. In fact, the first week after my chemotherapy, I had so many people calling me and say, how can I help? And you have to realize that sometimes, yes, we feel like a burden. And I felt like a burden asking for help. But then I realized that they get the same abundance feeling just by giving and me receiving it. And that's one way of dealing with that, is to get help, get onto your support system. So what happened after? Well, we tried to flat iron my hair, and if you're wondering how come I have so much hair, well, it's not my real hair, it's a wig. So when we started to iron my hair at that time, it kept falling out. So I thought, okay, this is not helping either. Then my husband and my daughter had to leave and I was home, and here I was thinking, I have to get to this event, because guess what? It was a group of women in business, and I was speaking there and letting them know how I started my business. So, and this was booked way back in March of this year, and I didn't want to let them down. So finally, I came up with a solution where I just tied my hair back that was remaining and gelled everything up, and I went, and it worked out just fine. What's the second way I dealt with it is that I reframed the situation. Now, reframe is looking at the situation from a different viewpoint. And not only did I help reframe myself, but my husband did that by just doing a quick interrupt in my thinking by saying, listen, hair can always grow back. That was a quick interrupt that helped me calm down. And so did the breathing from my daughter, helped me calm down. So then I could look for a solution by reframing. Now, how do you reframe? By asking this one question. How can I approach this situation in a way that will lead me to a positive outcome? I'll repeat that. How can I approach the situation that will give me a positive outcome? As soon as I asked that question, the idea about tying my hair back and gelling, because I never tie my hair back, and just gelling it just really helped. So if you want to know more about how to be resilient, then I highly recommend that you sign up. You see the banner and the sign up button on my Facebook page, and you will get a free guide on 7 ways to be more resilient. Until next time, see you. And this is the holiday time, so happy holidays. Bye now.